Hello everybody and welcome to my test world, and today there's a couple of things on the agenda. I want to show you a new and improved machine, and I also want to talk to you about my maps. So we're going to jump right into it. So I want to talk about the maps first. Following your feedback from the video I posted about a week ago now, I think, I have seen some very good ideas, and I have chosen a winner, and that is actually a combination of people. Tom Who Vlogs, who used the name Unsought Realms, and also ShandRW, who came up with the idea of using Chronicles somewhere. So my map series name is going to be called The Chronicles of the Unsought Realms. This is what my map series is going to be called, and they are going to be divided into a series of chapters. So the Frightening Forest will be chapter 1, the Simmering Sea will be chapter 2, Global Nightmare will be chapter 3, so on and so forth. In terms of other things, such as Jungle Terror, which is very agonizingly close to release. I think I've only got like a few loot chests to add in some areas and do my final tests, then it'll be released. That is going to be like a side chapter. It's going to be a mini chapter. And if you have played my training map, the 00, that is going to be called Chapter 0, The Prelude. So it's like before all the maps and that kind of thing to help you prepare. I am going to re-release a trailer at some point of that map, and I'm going to use some cinematic footage, and hopefully I'll try and merge in some decent effects and that kind of thing, do some voice recordings and that kind of thing, but that could be a while away because I'm quite busy at the moment. I've got a lot of things on. So yeah, my map series has now been officially named. The competition is closed. Thank you everyone for your entries. There were some very good entries, and it was hard to choose. There was a lot of people that put a lot of good stuff, and it was hard to choose. So I thank everyone for commenting on that video, and I cannot personally thank you all, but I will do it over this video. Sorry it's not the most personal thing in the world, but yeah, I'm happy with all the entries, but I have now made my mind up. So, moving swiftly on, for those of you who remembered from my first episode of my test world, I showed you the Fretonian XP exporter, and it had one dispenser. Well, I improved it a little bit following some people's feedback, and we have this. So it's not 2 dispensers, it's not even 4 dispensers, it's not even 8 dispensers. It is actually, unbelievably, shockingly, 12 dispensers. Now, the general idea of using this is, at the moment I've not completely refined it. You can imagine this wood not being here. Let's just get rid of this wood. You can imagine this not being here. So let's just get rid of that. Okay, so the wood would often be used as some sort of entrance. I mean, I've got to refine this. This is where the lever goes. And the lever hooks up to a piston, and the piston is a sticky one, and it retracts this block, turning it on and off. I made it a little faster by refining it to 2 ticks rather than 3, and that is about it. You will often find this will probably be buried in some sort of box with all the redstone, and you'll access it from above. I've got to find a way of putting the sign, the switch down somewhere. It's probably going to go here, something like that, there, or something. I don't know yet, but the general idea of this is now we have 12 dispensers rather than the regular 1, and I want to first show you how to get 30 levels. But first I've got to use up my enchantments, so oops, I'm going to need plenty of bookshelves. So why don't we set up this stuff here, this very nice enchanter. I don't think I'll be able to get all the way down to level 0. I might be able to. I'm not 100% sure on that one. But having said that, I'm just going to set up this enchanter here. I think this should be enough. And I've got to change my game mode to survival to use up these experience points, and I'm not going to have enough tools and stuff, am I? So why don't we do a pick? There's not 60 levels there, I know, so we can do that, and I just need to set my game mode to 0, which is survival, and I can enchant this stuff. See if we've got anything decent. Wow, that's pretty good actually. And let's... Oh, okay, I'm down to 28 levels, so I'm probably going to have to knock off some of the bookshelves. And of course, I only have one torch. That's not going to bring anything down, is it? We've got a redstone torch. Is that going to help? Oops. Is that going to... No, I think you need like half bookshelves or something to levers turn them off. Ah, 28. Okay, so efficiency 4. I mean, there's a tiny bit of experience there. I mean, I could try and take it up to like level 1 or something, but honestly, I don't think it's worth it. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to grab a bunch of Bodlow enchantings. And we're not going to put... Well, actually, yeah, let's put 64 in each. So, let's get rid of all this stuff. So, we're going to need 9 here, and I have 12 total slots. So, let's grab all of this stuff. And I was quite amazed with the results, personally. I was personally quite amazed. Now, you will never ever walk into one of my maps and have them all full. And interestingly enough, as I'm filling these up, this can actually be used as a monster trap. So if you're unfamiliar with how some of the complex spawners work, like what I showed in my last episode of Test World, you might want to use this. You can set up a player sensor using a cave spider, and set it so that it puts the piston, pushes the block inwards rather than outwards. So you just need a regular piston for that, put the block there, then it would activate it and it would pump out monsters, and you can add potions in, and potentially you've got 12 sets of 964 stacks. So that is over 1,000 different objects if you use an editor to edit in the potions. So I mean, this is probably one of the most complex hyper spawners around. The problem with it is, however, it can be so bulky that many people will probably see it and probably instantly disarm it. You can also add pressure plates in the bottom if you want, and you can just use half of it and just use the 6. But that's completely up to you how to use it. So I'm just going to pop in this redstone torch, and I'm going to stand here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to block it up with glass, because otherwise then I'm going to have this problem. So let me show you what this thing is capable of. So we remember 1 was okay, so why don't we pop this in. Now watch this, and I know it might be quite loud, so you might not be able to hear me, but this could actually be useful in the sense that you could actually stop a player's visibility, well, vision, using this. And I'm looking at the levelometer here, and it is actually, it's took me around 30 seconds to get to level 30, and I'm beginning to lag out a bit now, so I'm going to move on and move out of here while all of this experience drains, because it's going to take a fair while. There we go, it's emptied now. And we'll see how many levels you can actually gain from this. And I'm lagging out quite substantially here. I can't actually see anything. Well, we're up to level 40. This could take an extraordinary length of time. And that little tick noise is really annoying. Am I losing any of my lag yet? I don't think I am. Okay. Wow. My. What a lot of experience. I mean, in probably less than 2 minutes, I'm at level 50. Now, you'd have to find these Bodlow enchantings, but they'll be given out in random loot chests using cam-use tools. So you'll be able to find them and add them into the dispenser. Okay, we're finally going to lose them all. I mean, there's still a ton more down there. I just want to turn the machine off. Let's collect all of this up first. Wow, that's a lot of experience to be collecting. So I'm guessing here we are... Well, we've nearly collected it all up now. Let's just make sure we get it all. And bear in mind, this was only 1 full stack in the dispensers. If you put in 9 full stacks, well, I think the game would crash, to be honest, because it would just lag out so much on you. So I got from 0 to level 58 in a matter of minutes. That's probably one of the fastest types of spawner for bottle enchantings around. And I must give credit to Amlup for having this original idea. Amlup is another Minecraft LP. I'll link his channel in the description. But he came up with the original idea of using this bottle enchanting system. I mean, he uses 2. I mean, I use 12, but some people would say that's overkill, but honestly, I think if you go any more than this, then that's probably overkill. And I tried making it 16, but I couldn't get it to work with 16. The top row of dispensers just did not work. So, well worth noting out that there is probably going to be one of these in my bigger maps. You'll probably get one of these at the Victory Monument, but it may only have the odd bottle enchanting in it. But you can add them in as you see fit and keep them stored in there. So really useful stuff. And hopefully you can have like a massive experience bonanza or whatever. So that is just about it for this video. Yeah, so just using a simple redstone clock, you can create a powerful device like this, which can, I guess you could use it for potion effects if you really wanted to. You could have one of each potion in each of these slots, and then you could just jab yourself with them all at the same time if it's a splash potion. So you never know, you never know. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and you found it useful and you like this. Let me know in the comments if you want me to offer this as a schematic in my SkyDrive. If you do, however, want to use it in your map, please give me credit. You know, I put this thing together and it took a while to figure out, so that is always greatly appreciated. So I thank you for watching it once again, and oh dear, it looks to be raining. Oh, we're in a desert. Well, here we go. Let's make it all bright again. So, as I say, I hope to see you next time, and until then, see you later and have a good day.